Okay, this is going to be a very different video. Yes, I am going to be giving a first impression, I guess, of an anime that has not yet come out. And specifically, this anime is... Actually, I don't even know if I should call it an anime, because it is something that is done in my homeland. And that series is called Barangay 143. I think it's going to premiere on GMA, which is a channel here in the Philippines, and then it's also going to air in Japan with the TV Asahi, and also in Singapore, but I don't know which channel that is. I'm only familiar with two because, vanilla. Anyway, I don't even know how to start this. Barangay 143 was something that I literally just took me by surprise. I saw it on the news that there was going to be this one, that there was going to be first anime of the Philippines. They call it the first anime of the Philippines. However, I disagree, and I don't really think it should be called an anime anyway, but more to that later. So I have a list actually. Too bad you're not gonna see my face. You're just gonna see my avatar. Anyway, so Barangay 143 is supposed to be a sports anime, quote on the anime, and by the looks of it, I don't know, I guess they saw inspiration from shows like Kuroko no Basuke or Slam Dunk, but I'm not even sure yet, but I think this is where they're headed. But I did hear, because this is a Japanese, Filipino, Singaporean work, that it's not just going to be one language. It's not going to be spoken in Tagalog. It's not going to be spoken in Japanese. It's not just going to be spoken in Korean, because there's going to be a Korean character in that series. Now, I think this is good because now we are reaching globalization. And think about it, I've already talked about this in my previous videos on how which is better, dubbed or sub, but I keep saying that it has to be related to the environment or the setting of the story. For example, if Black Butler is set in Great Britain, then the language should also be English, not Japanese, because that would be creepy. And for this one, I like the idea. I like the idea that they're going to add in Tagalog and Filipino. May pagkaiba yun, pero hindi ko naman sasabihin kung ano yun kasi anyway, we're gonna be mixing Tagalog. I hate that dog so much. Anyway, imimix yung Tagalog, imimix yung English, imimix din yata yung Koreano. Kaya there will be 3 languages. Lalagyan ko na lang ng subtitles dito kung nagtatagalog ako. Anyway, like I said before, I think they're just copying most of the series that has come to already. And sports anime specifically has been very popular here in the Philippines. We can see Slam Dunk being said everywhere. Just talk to anyone, they would know about anime. At least not sports anime, but they would know anime. Like, talk to my mom, she definitely knows Fault is 5, and that's older than I am, and that's older than she is. And so, yeah, anime, not really that uncommon in the Philippines. It's very, very common. Now, I want to talk about the animation of the trailer of Barangay 143. The animation is not your typical animation, if that makes sense. Now, usually in anime, they have really big eyes, they have detailed personalities and whatnot, and their movements are sometimes very flat, or sometimes they can be very fluid. For this one, I think it was very flat. But actually, when you see the trailer, you'll see that it's actually more like a webtoon-ish kind of animation. They're like animating a webtoon. And I'm totally okay with that. I've seen shows like Ani Tsukureru Kusuri wa Nai, and another show that's from China that is also flat animation. I don't even know what to call it, but it's flat animation, but it's decent at least. Kusuri wa Nai was funny. But in terms of animation, and in terms of this being the first Filipino anime, I'd like to disagree that this is the first anime. Actually, it's the first animation. Because before Barangay 143, we had a movie called Urduha, which is, I think this was more of a Disney thing. They were inspired by Disney, and so the animation was pretty much like Disney. The character designs was very Disney, but most of all, Urduha was from history. She was a historical figure. She was a princess from Pangasinan. Correct me if I'm wrong. She was a princess in Pangasinan, and it goes through her adventures and stuff. So yeah, that it isn't really our first animation per se. So we've adapted to the animation. I'm actually glad that GMA got the chance to do these kinds of things, because finally we're not just focused on dubbing series, we're not just focused on dubbing anime, cartoons, and teledramas. We're actually making something of our own. And that's a good thing, because we're finally creating something that is ours. We don't have to get inspiration from someone else. Well, we can get inspiration, obviously, but in the end, it's all up to us. And that's what really gets me in here. I don't hate it or like it. It hasn't come out yet, so I have no idea what's it going to be like. Unlike another series that's come out in a trailer called High Guardian Spice by Crunchyroll. Now, the trailer for High Guardian Spice was very controversial because they didn't show us a trailer, they showed us the behind the scenes of the people who work there, saying that they're diverse. But that wasn't the point. That's not the point of a trailer. A trailer is supposed to present to you a preview of what you're about to see on that series. But Crunchyroll didn't really gosh, anong nangyari sa akin? Didn't really do a good job at that. Now, is this going to be good or bad? As just like High Guardian Spice or anything that hasn't come out yet? Because it hasn't come out yet, actually. I don't know yet. It's going to come out this October 21st, but I'm not going to be there. I'm going to be traveling, and I don't think I'll have access to Wi-Fi or TV for that matter. So I'm just giving my own opinion during this time. Now, I might give a first impression when I return, and I might give more info on this. I'm sorry if I'm dilly-dallying. This is really just how I talk. I'm not really used to talking this way. You saw my previous videos, it's always like this. So anyway, I'm just looking forward to Barangay 143 and what it has to offer. And if it's good, it's good. If it's bad, well, not the worst thing we've done. But anyway, this is all from me today. I hope you enjoyed, I hope you learned a thing or two, and if you did, leave a like, also subscribe down there for more videos like this. As always, this is vanilla, not the flavor, but just the sweet. Ang kumita ng pera, kakapal lang yung kamay masusunod.